All right, welcome everyone to a replay cast here. This is game number one coming at you between Big Ego Crew here on the Legion side, taking on the Doghouse here on the Hellborn side. This is a tournament match here in the Honest tournament that took place in the early to middle of June here. So we got a pretty exciting game here for you all. Bans are completed here. We have the Chipper, Thunderbringer, and Tremble going to be banned here by Big Ego Crew. Torture, King Clout, and Moraxis going to be banned from the Doghouse. So we got those staple Thunderbringer King Clout bans, very overtuned here. Proceeding before the hotfix patch comes into play. We got a lot of respect bans, the Chipper, the Torturer, the Tremble. These are all respect bans. The Moraxis, um, you could argue as well, a very difficult hero to deal with. And there is the Moira pickup following up that Moraxis ban. But first, we had the Aluna first picked here from the side of Big Ego Crew. Following that Moira pick, we had the Kraken. So pretty strong picks coming out so far. I really do like the picks. Well, we have two, of course, versus the one, but I do like the picks so far from the Doghouse. Very good. The Aluna is always kind of solid, but I don't feel it's very standout by all means. We'll see what they look to pair the Aluna with here. Which there's the Drunken Master, which Big Ego Crew has really fallen in love with the Drunken Master as of late. It feels like Shorkan is playing that almost every single game, unless it does get banned, of course. And there's the Nymphora, so that's the going to be the main support. Typically, that one's played by Mex. He's very pesky on the Nymphora, always providing that global presence. Now, they don't really have that hero that necessarily pairs well with the Nymphora, at least just yet, but they will probably be looking to pick up some kind of active mid or carry hero to kind of pair with that Nymphora. Um, just the presence of her teleport alone can be quite good. But I'm going to speed through the bans here so we can kind of get underway with the match. Both sides do need a carry, so we're starting to see carry bans. We have Dampier and Clank so far, and I wouldn't be surprised to see four more carry bans as they might want to dilute the pool there of the pretty good ones. Clanks has been very popular lately. There's Soul Reaper and Moon Queen. Soul Reaper, a hero that Big Ego Crew does like quite a lot, and with an Amphora picked up, that's a lot of heal spam, as well as the mana feeding to the Soul Reaper. Quite good combination of heroes. Moon Queen is something Fa has played recently. There's the Oogie and now the War Chief, the last band coming out from Big Ego Crew. So the War Chief, they don't have the best lockdown for a War Chief with their current heroes, so perhaps feeling he's just a little too slippery. And typically we see Azov play that. He's very good on the War Chief, so I can completely go behind that ban. But we got two picks now, I believe, for the Doghouse. Should be their turn to pick yours. They're using their extra time. Let's fast forward here. We're going to have the Bubbles and the Riftwalker. That is a lot of creep clear and split push potential between those two heroes. We're probably going to see the second support Riftwalker from Chris. And then we have the Bubbles, which we see usually played by Azov. Snooki will most likely play the Kraken here. Um, we do see Azov play the Kraken from time to time, but with the Bubbles picked up, I think we're going to see Azov play the Bubbles here. And they are missing that Fa hero. Something like the Gemini comes to mind, those types of heroes. Deadwood and Corrupted Disciple going to be the final two picks here from Big Ego Crew. So they do go a dual core here, as they typically like to run multi-core, especially against Doghouse, who loves to split push, so they do tend to need more late game presence. Now they have a Drunken Master, now a Corrupted Disciple as the position 1. Deadwood will be played by Volca, which will either be mid or off lane. Probably mid. Then they have the two supports there. But we're going to have a Zephyr on the last pick coming out from the Doghouse. And I gotta say, I was not expecting Zephyr to be the position 1 coming out from Doghouse. That was an interesting pick. It does lead me to believe they are looking to go a little bit more early game with the Zephyr. We typically don't think of Zephyr as like a late game hard carry. He's more of like this mid game snowbally kind of carry. He gets really tanky, deals lots of damage with cyclones. His item build can kind of vary between items like Dawnbringer, Staff of the Master, um, those kinds of things. But he is going up against a Corrupted and a Drunken. Now, the Zephyr is going to be quite good at locking him down in the Typhoon, but the Drunken Master is a little bit more slippery. He can kind of jump around and lunge to people. Might be a little bit more difficult to hold him down, but they do have the Kraken and the bubbles for that. So anyway, we skip a couple of pauses there. That's the beauty of a replay. Let's see how they're going to lane this. So we do have Ozif going to the off lane here on the bubbles. Riftwalker perhaps going to mid lane with the Zephyr currently. He has an orb, so we have double orb here on Hellborn. Looks like they're doing a 1-2-2 or a 2-2-1, however you want to look at it, with Zephyr and Riftwalker mid. And then we have Kraken going to be getting short farm here with the Moira. So looking to get Kraken that good start. Now we have a Luna and Drunken Master. So interesting combo there. They're going to run a dual lane Drunken Master. A lot of time we see Drunken Master in more of like a solo role. Then we have Deadwood going up against the dual mid of Riftwalker Zephyr. Deadwood gonna not do too well, but he's gonna be able to get some last hits with his logs and his hatchet. Once they get some levels, though, it's gonna be scary for Deadwood getting slowed in a Rift Burn and a Gust and whatnot. So I think Zephyr will probably need a Luna, or sorry, Deadwood will need a Luna to rotate here. Maybe even the Nymphora could be a possibility. We have Corrupted Disciple and the Nymph going up against the Bubbles. So they want to get the level 6 on the Nymph. That's typically what you want to do with a Nymphora, is get her the early levels where she starts to get strong. Bubbles is being a little slippery turtle here. He's going to try to... Oh, Ozef, come on, man. You missed the creep. You're better than that, dude. You are better than that. And that's going to cue Mex to be like, yo, I got to follow this guy. I got to give him some stuns to the face. So Ozef, he's got a health potion. He's got an apple. He's going to Shell Surf here. And it looks like the creeps will follow him, so he does a really nice job there. Meanwhile, mid lane, Luna, it's going to be the Bloodlust kill. There was no apple, or maybe they used the apple. Is this going to be 2 kills? There's the slow. Deadwood uses his golden apple. There's a rotten grass though. Zephyr, is he going to fall? Yes, he is. It's going to be a trade here. Now, they got the Bloodlust kill on the Zephyr, but getting the counter kill is quite good there, as they do bring down the Zephyr. So either way though, I think they're still happy with the Bloodlust because he is up to 460 gold per minute. He's got 7 last hits compared to the 4 of Deadwood. That's going to continue to grow. Bird is the word. He's got boots already and an iron shield, so he's not even going for the bottle or whatever. Sometimes people go life tube on Zephyr, whatnot. I like that he's going for boots. Make him able to chase down the Deadwood. So Drunken Master, this is one of the nice things about going up against a Kraken. He kind of just naturally pushes the lane with his splash. So Drunken's going to get a lot of experience here. Shortcan's going to do his best to try to get these last hits. But Snook, he's got no fear, man. Oh, look at them right clicks from Shortcan on that Drunken. He's just pounding in the damage there. Aluna, oh, I think he just did a cliff walk down the cliff. YOLO. He's going to actually make his way back here. So they're going to just leave Deadwood 2 versus 1. Maybe they feel they would rather contest the Kraken lane and let Deadwood just kind of soak here. And he'll try to do his best. He does get the bottle delivered. So bot lane, Corrupted's got free farm. There's a Zeal stun into a electric tide. Electric tide. The nice thing about Nymphora is he can just spam feed mana to CD, and CD can spam his tide. It's a very strong early game spell. And Mex being the greedy support that he is, I would do the same. Gives himself mana. Nice take cover there from Ozef, taking cover the stun. That is a very nice take cover. Look at that damage though from the corrupted. So Mech's not afraid to use his mana. Bubble's still without a battery. He's gonna go back to base, so they punish him. Meanwhile, top lane, looks like Kraken and Moira take out the Aluna. Not sure if she got caught out of position there. Still had her apple available and power supply, and maybe thought she was gonna be fine. We have Riftwalker currently in an offensive position here, but this is being spotted out by the word from Aluna, so they're very aware of Riftwalker's positioning here. Mid lane, Zephyr almost goes down while Riftwalker is missing to the Deadwood and the Aluna. He's gonna maybe look to go into the jungle here, probably sending himself some regen. As Kraken will bottle the Mystic, or not the Mystic, the Merrick's Rune, and Aluna will take Deadwood's bottle to get an Invis Rune. So, you know, considering Deadwood was dual midded, he was 1v2, he is 330 gold per minute. That's 19 creep kills. And I did say he was going to do quite well here. There's a stun on the Zephyr. Aluna with the power throw from Invis. Level 2 power throw. Gonna catch Fa off guard there. He had bottle sips. He wasn't feeling like he was in danger. Now, again, they should have probably seen that Aluna was Invis here with the Sword of Sight. There's a... Oh, I thought that Round Grass would hit, actually. It's gonna miss. How's Drunken doing, by the way? He's 260 gold per minute. He's got 21 creep kills. He's doing pretty well, actually. 22 now. 33, though, on the Kraken. That's expected. And, of course, the one to kind of sacrificial lamb here is the Bubbles. Oh, nice sidestep on that Zeal stun. Ozup's a very slippery turtle indeed. Gonna try to snipe some out here. I don't think he actually sniped any of them. So, unfortunate there. Goes for the surf. Not gonna steal any creeps. He's gonna get a couple though. Here. There is currently no gust on the Zephyr. And Deadwood just continues to farm. He's level 6. And Zephyr, he might need to look to go into some armor. If he gets rooted, he could possibly go down to a punch, but you could always push the Deadwood away as well. Oh, they're gonna have a fight here at the bot river. Bubble's gonna get it though. And top rune. Oh no! Oh, okay, Dutch got the haste. I thought they were gonna actually steal it away from him. Drunken is here now as well. It's a 2v2. Now they have a haste on the Aluna. He's manning up kind of hard though. And Riftwalker, they're gonna miss the power throw there on Aluna. And I think he thought the power throw was gonna hit, and that would have most likely killed the Riftwalker. Now Moira, he's got the Mana Sunder here on the hasted Aluna. There's the Shards of Harkon. Oh, and there's a Rift Burn. This is really backfiring for Big Ego Crew because that power throw missed. And I think Shortcan had that Shortcan thought that Rift was dead, so he could have maybe went for the Riftwalker kill, but I'm gonna try to do a juke here. Snooki is too smart though. That's not gonna work, unfortunately. And dude's gonna get the kill. Meanwhile, this is going on. The tower falls bottom. As Corrupted, he's been very quiet this game, but he's been free farming for about 7 minutes now. He's got 460 gold per minute, 62 creep kills. So he's off to a great start. And they're gonna continue to utilize the pools mid lane. Aluna is gonna fall there. This combination of Riftwalker and Zephyr is pretty scary, actually, when you think about it. And there's the Shield of the Five. So Zephyr does go for some armor against the Deadwood. He doesn't want to get one-shotted, which is understandable. So, Volga, he's 375 GPM. He's the same farm as the Zephyr. I'm a little surprised Zephyr hasn't maybe rotated into jungle yet. Maybe he'll look to do that once he gets level 7, which he's getting really close to. So yeah, they got the stacks now with the help of Riftwalker. Maybe using some Rift Burn and Cascade Event. I don't know if he needs necessarily to use the Cascade Event, but He's gonna use all his spells here. They're gonna take out the stacks. They're gonna get some good farm on the Zephyr. This is gonna bump him up probably to like 440 GPM. So he takes a big boost of GPM there. Meanwhile, top lane, they get the catch onto Drunken. Looks like they stunned him up. Maybe Mana Sunder started it off. And then released the Kraken on top and Drunken couldn't escape. I did miss that. He had 2 bottle sips, but probably couldn't use them. Nymph is level 6 now. She's got the teleport. So we'll see if they look to use that soon. But Zephyr, he's currently in the jungle. So not the most action-packed game. We are 2-6 in hero kills. But for these 2 high-caliber teams, only having 8 kills is kind of low, to be quite honest. We're going to have the Deny coming out there from Junk in the top lane. We did have Nymph TP in the Corrupted, and they got a Ward of Sight down here on the cliff. They're going to try to be aggressive here. CD's charging in. He's going to tank a stun here from the Moira. There's a Zeal stun from Mex on the Nymphora, and the pod comes down. That will blow up for a kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, Deadwood's going to get a solo kill on the Riftwalker. 1 versus 2, and he's going to live. That's a big play coming in from Volca. He's got the Ghost March. It's just a little too slippery. And I don't know if the Typhoon was maybe used somewhere else, or if he used it and Deadwood avoided dying to it. But it looks like they used the Wormhole, so maybe Deadwood just turned it around. He survived the burst and Falcon punched Rift to the dome. That's what I'm gonna guess happened without seeing it. We got the Light Brand picked up on Corrupted now. In exchange, we have the Portal Key picked up on Kraken. Now he currently does not have a TP, so he can't be top lane to maybe defend this tower. But we have the Portal Key on Kraken. We have the Light Brand on Corrupted Disciple. GPM chart's looking relatively even. We see the golden XP is, for 10 minutes into the game, this is pretty evenly matched series so far. Zephyr picks up a Beast Heart. Could be a Helm of the Black Legion. Is a fairly common item on Zephyr. It also builds into Dreamcatcher. I don't know. Oh, dude misses the ulti. There was the Nymph TP though in response. They're gonna land it looks like. Drunken ports in. CD, he thinks he's being sneaky here, but Bubbles knows he has this Ward of Sight that he placed for himself, so he sees CD. He sees him over here. Bubbles only with 200 GPM, he's not having the best of times, but Drunken's kind of in a similar situation. He's 250 GPM. Get Kraken porting mid lane. He's trying to set up here, maybe on the Deadwood. Roofwalker. They have a lot of heroes that want to kind of set up from Fog. Roofwalker gonna maybe show himself. So Luna now has made his way to bottom. There's the Helm of the Black Legion on Zephyr, so it was a helm. Corrupted, I think he's getting close to his Searing Light. Creeps are going to be nuked down by the supports. Deadwood, he's going to try to land a Grasp here. It's good. There's the Conduit, or the Tide, excuse me. Drunken goes in, and Zephyr, he's going to fall. There wasn't an Arcane Vortex for another 2 seconds. And we have a punch in the background. Actually, Deadwood didn't get it off. It does go down on the Riftwalker. It cancels the Wormhole. It's a good fight coming in from Big Ego Crew. Arcane Vortex gonna lock down the Deadwood, but he already did his punch. Kraken goes in with the stun. Can they bring down the CD? There's the heal coming in from Max. on that Nymphora. Corrupted survives and picks up a double tap. Meanwhile, the power throw snipes out the bubbles. Man, what a fight coming in from Big Ego Crew. It's a full genocide here. And did they lose anybody? They lost Drunken Master, it looks like. He just respawned. So that was a 5-for-1 team fight. Incredible fight coming in from the side of Big Ego Crew. They're going to take that mid tower as well. So they're going to, all of a sudden, this even game jumps to a 5,500 gold lead. And the experience still more or less identical, though. Despite the fight being heavily favored here for Legion. So there's the Searing Light picked up on Corrupted. He's 560 gold per minute. He's getting quite close to finishing the full Dawnbringer, which I am expecting him to go for. As he continues to work on the stacks here. Gonna get some team support there from the Nymphora. Now, Kraken, he's gonna find Drunken Master. There's the stun, starting it off. The slow's coming in from Riftwalker. The cascade event's gonna be missed, and he's just a little too slippery. Gets the stagger to safety. And I don't know if Snooki didn't have his release the Kraken, or if he actually has level 1 Tsunami charge. Wow. I believe he should have at least level 2 of that. Now there's still the stun debuff duration. Nymph's porting in. This is going to be a fight here. There's the Electric Tide from the background. Meanwhile, Drunken Master, he's holding his ground in the Ripper, and he's going to go down. The Zeal Stun is going to miss from Mex. And there's the Arcane Vortex locking down the Nymphora. He's going to get stunned up here coming out with the Shards of Harkon. The supports are going to try to take him out in the background. Meanwhile, they're trying to stop the TP from Corrupted. There's the Willowmaker. No, it was not used. The Mana Sunder prevented that Willowmaker from coming out, but they do bring down the Corrupted, and now Luna, she's going to get kelp fielded up. She is going to go down. Deadwood going to try to survive here with the clear cutting. There's the Shards of Harkon as it gets put on the Kraken with the Portal Key. Great teamwork coming in from the side of Doghouse. Willowmaker, excuse me, comes out on the Zephyr, kind of as a desperation there, but just like that, the tides have turned, and Doghouse takes a fantastic fight. They will win that engagement with, I believe, all 5 players going down. And what just happened? That was, I believe, no kills for Big Ego Crew in that fight. It's almost the reciprocate of the previous team fight. But we'll see. We'll see what items they go for. There is Spell Shards level 1 on the bubbles. Not too surprised by that. Oh, bottom lane, we have a Release the Kraken locking down a Luna. I missed if that was a Veiled Rot on Kraken or what, but we have a Veiled Rot currently on the bubbles. Nymph's doing a solo TP here into the Hellborn jungle. Meanwhile, we have Riftwalker goes down in the mid lane here. Not even a Willowmaker necessary. Mex gets a ward down. There's a Kraken charge on the Corrupted, and Moira comes in with the Ephemeral Forge and the stun. That's 2 straight deaths for Corrupted. He was almost up to 600 GPM. He's still doing quite well though. And Kraken is going to get the slow on the Nymphora. She doesn't have a stun up. She's going to get gusted backwards. Pod comes down. She's going to heal herself up. But Zephyr is on the chase with the Cyclones. Drunken, he's going to maybe... Yeah, he's going to push him out of the range. There's the Typhoon, though, to secure the kill. Catches Mex just at the very end there. Shards Archon stuns up the Drunken Master. Mana Sunder on top. Now, Deadwood is here with a Willowmaker. It is currently level 2. Meanwhile, this is going on, and Luna is in the bot lane having a go at it with Bubbles. Power throw! Oh, the big tick cover coming in from Azov. That might have been an auto take cover, which, yeah, the auto take cover does block that. So, very smart from the turtle to auto take cover that. Now Kraken is going to go in with a Release the Kraken. Luna, she's going to get pulled in. She goes down. Kraken will get on out to safety. And Snooki finds himself a solo kill. Now we have the Arcana picked up. Looks like he's gonna... Man, I've seen Snooki go for Twin Blades. I think that's what he's going for. He really likes Twin Blades on Kraken. So we shall see. We shall see. Moira getting pretty close to her portal key. She's currently on 1600 gold. Drunken picks up a Shaman's Headdress. He's relatively tanky. Meanwhile, Corrupted, he's trying to finish his... Actually going to go for a Shrunken Head here. He's not going to value the full Dawnbringer. And I think that is due to his 2 back-to-back deaths. Drunken, he's almost kind of baiting here, but... There's the Shards of Harkon. He's going to jump back in. And man, Shortcan might be biting off more than he can chew here by trying to go in there. So he gets caught, he goes down. Kraken currently looking for a flank here as they go to push the tower. Fucker also in the area. They do have a Staff of the Master picked up on Zephyr. Oh, Bubbles goes down in the bot lane. Was that a Nymph teleport? They pick off the turtle. Perhaps he had used his Shell Surf already. Mech's picking up the tablet as well as the Steam Boots. He's 250 gold per minute. Dude as well, 270. So these supports, they really know how to get their farm. Even Rifogger doing okay. He's got 235. Aluna with the lowest GPM currently in the game with 195, but not doing all that bad. Oh, Release the Kraken's gonna miss here. Stun as well from Kraken gonna miss. Gus backwards, trying to pull him into the Release the Kraken. Arcane Vortex in the background, locking down CD. Deadwood, is he going to survive? Yes, he will. Moira will go down first. And here's the pod coming in from Nymphora as Kraken does fall. This is a 2-for-0 so far for Big Ego Crew. Make it a 3-for-0 as Riftwalker goes down. Zephyr, he is more or less all by himself. Bubbles was not here. And this will be 4-for-0 as they started that off with a missed Release the Kraken, and the rest kind of just started to slowly fall apart for the Doghouse. But a big fight coming in from Big Ego Crew as they had a Shrunken Head on their Corrupted Disciple for that fight. And I think now he will look to finish that Dawnbringer as he did value the Shrunken Head there. We have a ring mail on the Drunken. This tier 2 tower most likely going to fall here. Moira spawning her forge, but we have the TPs coming in actually. They're going to defend this tower. Kraken jumps in with the slow. He doesn't have his Release to Kraken for 18 more seconds. There's the stagger, or the lunge from Drunken Master. They're going to get the deny with the bubbles. And Drunken is trying to make the escape. Kraken's got a portal key up in 1 second. He's going to go in with the stun on the Nymphora. That should be a dead Nymphora. Riftwalker gets the kill there. Smackle down, says the weeb announcer. But Bubble's getting really close to his portal key. Oh, power throw coming in from Aluna. You just can't kill the turtle, man. Yeah, he even says, he's like, you can't hit me. I'm a turtle with auto take cover, dude. Deadwood, he's got a Warhammer. It looks like he might be going Shrunken Head. I don't think he's going Shieldbreaker, Cleaver, Savage Base. Oh, mid lane they catch the Drunken. Looks like they got him with the Moira Mana Sunder. Drunken finishes a Soul's Bulwark, so he's going to pick up some armor, which is quite good against the Kraken. So Moira, she's got her portal key as well now. That's a huge pickup from Dude, as it's going to really help out their team fights quite a lot. He actually maxed the Mana Sunder and kept 2 in Shards of Harkon. That is quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Not even maxing out the Forge for the um, for the range and duration. The main reason you max the Shards of Harkon is for the stun duration, because it doesn't do too much more damage. There's an Arcane Vortex on himself. Maybe he was expecting more follow-up. Nymphora just gonna kind of weasel his way on out of there with the tablet. Max just survives. He's like, yo, I'm gonna place this ward like 3 different times and just walk out of your jungle. No big deal. Mastermind Mex over here. I like it. I love seeing supports make plays like this. It's always fun to see. Bubbles has his portal key now. With the shards level 1, he's probably going to upgrade the shards before picking up his next item for some extra damage and whatnot. Question is, what will Zephyr go for? He picks up a Firebrand. He goes for the staff. Maybe going for the Dawnbringer here. And Kraken with the Twin Blades, I think maybe Shrunken Head is his next choice, or maybe even a Demonic. Something along those lines. I would probably expect a Shrunken. But at the same time, it's not the absolute best item against the Legion's lineup. Bubbles gonna run into Nymphora here. There's the kill field. Max drops a heal pod. He's gonna heal himself up. He's got a stun up. There's Kraken with the splash. They're gonna take him out. As Duder gets a ward on the Kongor there. So Snooki, he's got a haste rune, sitting in trees even though he ain't a deadwood. This is what Snooki likes to do. He's very patient, more patient than most people honestly probably are. Picks up a Mighty Blade, so I do think it's going to be a Shrunken Head. He's just like, oh man, look at these creeps being wasted, but I don't care, I want to kill somebody. Oh, Moira runs into a Deadwood here. Deadwood's like, this is actually scary. I don't know if there's more people here. But he does pop the haste rune. He's gonna farm some creeps. We have a Nymph Port being channeled here in the trees. I don't know if he heard it. Maybe he heard it actually. Man. He's gonna go in though on the Drunken Master. He's stuck in the trees. There's the Zeal stun from Nymphora. Arcane Vortex in the background, locking down Corrupted. Willowmaker did take out the Moira, so Moira is down. Kraken locks him down, but he will fall. They are currently stuck in that release of Kraken. There's a heal coming in from the Nymphora. Nymphora is going to fall here as Zephyr comes in with the Typhoon. There's the Drunken Master doing on the Refugee Tablets himself, but he will go down. Bubbles is going to shell surf up the cliff there. And this was a 1-for-2 fight. Zephyr, he could be in some trouble. They're kiting the bird. The bird is going to fall, and it's going to be a 4-for-1 team fight here in favor of Big Ego Crew. Now we have a 600 gold per minute Corrupted Disciple who's got 3,200 gold. He could buy a Shroud if he wants to. He could buy some more combative item like oh, I don't know. Wingbow's probably not that good this game. I think Enduro is probably just the item to go for the slows and the damage. Could even go a Hellflower, honestly. Wouldn't be that bad, but doesn't need it per se. So yeah, this game is kind of riding a lot on CD. Drunken, slowly getting his farm. He's got 2,000 gold. I think he's gonna, oh, he goes for Barrier. I was gonna say I think he was gonna maybe go for Shrunken next, but he decides to upgrade into the Barrier Rattle. He's gonna be fine with tanking the magic damage then. Maybe he'll go for the Demonic next. take out that ward that was placed by Dude earlier with the Boundai. So both teams looking to trade the Kongors. Luna doesn't ever snipe up. Hellborn Kongor will go down there. Steve Void Talisman on Moira. He's tired of these pesky physical damage dealers taking him out. I can get behind that. I think Riftwalker's also looking to buy a Void Talisman. What else does Major Totem buy? Codex, Energizer, Sackstone. I think it's going to be a Void Talisman on Riftwalker as well. Quite good against CD, Deadwood, and Drunken Master. Pretty much all physical damage spells. But Zephyr, I think he just bought something. Maybe it's an Ice Brand or Frostburn. Yes, it is. He's going to probably go for Dawnbringer. Kraken, meanwhile, he's trying to finish his Shrunken Head. He's almost 400 GPM. He's got 1400 gold saved up. Oh, we're going to see Big Ego Creep push that tier 2 tower. Kraken, he's going to push it with the creeps, and then he gets out of dodge. Kraken going to go all the way up to the top lane. Almost got his Shrunken Head finished. Just needs a little bit more. Infora ports CD down here with the Shroud. Maybe they expected them to be farming. He's going to get a ward down here. Corrupted currently with a double damage rune. He's getting very close to having the full Genjuro. We did have the Shrunken Head finished by Deadwood. For me, the Shrunken on Deadwood is always interesting because he doesn't really auto-attack, but I understand why he bought a Shrunken this game. He's getting Mana Sundered every fight and he can't get his punch off. He's also getting silenced by Bubbles. It's very hard to play Deadwood against Bubbles because Bubbles can silence you, he can take cover when you blink on him. So many things he can do to avoid you getting your Willowmaker off. And they already have the Bulwark on Drunken, so maybe it's a little too late for Alex Talionis. Maybe he'll go for something like a Hellflower or a Sheepstick. Not really too sure what else he could look to buy, but he's doing a good job of keeping up his farm. It's really hard to farm on a Deadwood, so he's 350 GBM, which is not too bad. There's the Genjuro on Corrupted. He's got his holy trinity of items, the Shrunken, Dawnbringer, Genjuro, so he is a pretty strong lad there. Got a pair of Voids on the supports here for Hellborn. I wonder if Zephyr's going to finish the Dawnbringer. He might value the dot effects, although I don't know if he needs the Lightbrand part. Kraken finishes his Shrunken as he yoinks some creeps away from Zephyr, but it's all fine and dandy. He's going to go for a Bulwark here, so he's not going to go for the Lightbrand. Bubbles actually keeps the shards level 2. And he's got a lot of gold, so maybe a disable item. Something like a Sheepstick comes to mind. He's got 2,800 gold saved up. He's like, alright, fine, I'll let you farm, Snooky. You're the captain. They're even stacking Big Ego Creep's jungle. That just shows you how confident they are. They want to stay in this part of the map. Currently have a Shrouded CD, though. They imported down here with Drunken, it looks like. Oh, they see Moira. I think they know they can kill Moira, but they want They want somebody bigger. There's a punch. There's a power throw. Nymph's gonna get the kill there. They bring everybody for a Moira. And you get the kill. Speaking of sheep, so Luna's got an Acolyte staff, so he's getting close to a sheep. And by close, I don't know if he has any of the other parts, but Bubbles actually goes for a Spike Bola. Okay, I didn't think of that one. That's going to be pretty good against the CD. Silence! Drunken has a Mighty Blade, so he actually might go Shrunken after all. I don't think he's going Brutalizer or Ice Brand. So it's going to go Shrunken and Barrier. It's going to be a pretty defensive item build there. It's not going to be pumping too much auto attack damage out. They're going to be really relying on CD for the damage. So Max, he has a Prism on the Nymph. I think they might have seen the Bola and they want the Sand Scepter to remove that off of CD. So I think they're expecting a fight up here. Corrupted Ports. He's going to use the... He doesn't have the Bound Eye actually for 30 seconds. We have Deadwood currently in a flank. Oh, he's going to get spotted on this ward of sight. There's the clear cutting. He's going to try to do some jukes. Here comes the silence from Bubbles. The Kelpfield comes out as Deadwood. He's looking for a punch target. There's the Void from the Roofwalker. Corrupted gets Kraken in the background with the Conduit. He's going to force the TP from the Kraken. And they are going to get the kill on the Roofwalker there with the Willowmaker. And Big Ego Crew's on the chase. Now they're gonna get a Shrunken usage out of Kraken as well as a kill on the Rift. So they are doing a really good job here of keeping up the pressure. We'll see if they can break any part of Doghouse's base here, as they might look to group up on this top lane with Roofwalker currently dead. She does not have a buyback. So Deadwood, he picks up Arcana. It should be a Hellflower, which that's going to help him out with these supports with the Voids. He's going to just try to punch the Voids, or punch the supports rather. Zephyr goes for a Demonic, which makes a lot of sense this game because he's against so much physical damage. What does CD buy here? He's got so much gold. I think he... Symbol maybe is quite good. He might also... I don't know if he wants a Geos to split that Spike Bola off himself. Maybe he's just going to rely on the Nymph. Max is like, yo, I'm porting to the danger zone. Get that ward down. Ward does spot them doing Kongor, just barely. I think it doesn't see anymore, but they know that it's going on. They're gonna look to trade their own Kong. They might try to snipe. No, they don't have snipe up. 30 seconds on the Aluna. So right on cue, both teams do their Kongors. There's a sheep stick on Aluna as he gets that delivered. I think Aluna is like the same farm as Deadwood. He's got a lot of farm. What is Kraken gonna go for next? next is the question. Maybe goes for a damage item. They already have the demonic on Zephyr. It's mostly keeping that on positive armor. So Corrupted's got 4,700 gold. A lot he can look to do here. As currently trying to bait this bottom wave. Bubbles is thinking about coming down here. Oh, Luna's gonna show with a power throw, and that's gonna cue Bubbles to port back with the portal key. Moira's gonna try to spot out what's going on here. Top lanes, we have Deadwood clear cutting in the trees, making paths for his teammates. They're trying to be sneaky. And they're gonna catch Deadwood here. There's a Willowmaker, and look at that damage coming in from the Deadwood. A solo kill. That's a 2,000 HP Kraken. Just melts there. He's got no armor after the, well, he does have some armor, but he lost, what was it, 4 armor? Lost 4 armor from the Rotten Grasp. And Snooki does have a buyback. He's got 2,200 gold, so he might have to buy back here. I think they're going to try to force here, but they don't have Corrupted and a Luna here. So they aren't pushing this that quickly. Dragon's up in 35 seconds. They do have a lot of creep clear with the bubbles and the Riftwalker. CD with a double damage rune though, that's going to make this a lot easier. There's the heal pod from Nymphora. Junkin jumps in pretty YOLO here. Nice Rotten Grasp landing from the Deadwood. And Junkin, he's going to fall back as soon as he sees that buyback. Corrupted Disciple is going to get held in place here. As Moira jumps in the background, she's going to stun up too. She gets the Mana Sunder on the Deadwood. Corrupted comes out of that Release the Kraken, or of that Arcane Vortex. Here comes the Release the Kraken, and Corrupted is going to go down. The Shrunken Hood Kraken doing some work there. Bubble's going to hold him down with his Kelp Field. It's a double tap for the Riftwalker as well, so the Wormhole was used. We have buybacks from Corrupted and Zephyr as Corrupted buys a post ace. He's back in the party. Puts the conduit up on the Zephyr. Rotten Grasp is going to hold him in place for now. Moira's going to stun up the background of Nymph and the Deadwood. As the heal's coming in, going to blow up and heal up the Corrupted. And this was 4 buybacks in total. I think 3 from Bubbles bought back as well. Moira's going to get nuked down. He's going to survive though. With the Void up. And Aluna. Oh, he goes down. Azuf gets him there. Beautiful dust coming in. They get the Aluna porting out there. Deadwood, he's got a Willowmaker up in 2 seconds. But Bubbles is just too slippery. The freaking turtle, man. Deadwood's almost got his Hellflower. I can sense that he wants it. He's like, this freaking turtle, man. He's just so hard to catch. I need like another 200 gold. And he's got his he's so close to his Hellflower. I could sense it. Riftwalker picks up an Acolyte Staff. So yeah, a lot of buybacks were used in that fight. They only bought back on CD, who did buy a post haste, so that's going to set him back a little bit in terms of his item progression. But at the same time, they forced 3 buybacks from Doghouse, and they got their base tower down. So that is a big step forward for them. We see a 7,000 gold lead, but honestly, this gold lead is more. Oh man, we got the Flying Couriers being picked up now. They're trying to scout out the Deadwood ganks in the trees. I love seeing stuff like this. This is so high level. They're trying to see if Deadwood is up here. Zephyr illusions are being pretty annoying to Drunken Master. So what items are we waiting for? Zephyr, 2,500 gold. Oh, what's going on here? It's an Arcane Vortex. It's gonna Get the catch there on the Nymphora. Bubbles is gonna get the D ward there on that ward of sight right away. And Corrupted picks up a Dancing Blade. Looks like he might actually be going for the Wingbow after all. So he is gonna value the Wingbow here. Probably Wingbow and then last item Symbol of Rage if the game happens to go that long. We'll see. There's the Hellflower now on the Deadwood, so it's going to be able to kill the Rift and the Bubbles way easier now so that they can't get their Void Talismans off. But yeah, this is kind of slowed down a little bit. They're kind of playing the cat and mouse game with the Nymph ports and the pickoffs and the wards. We have Bound Eyes on Bubbles. No Bound Eye on Legion, it looks like right now. So I believe that Bound Eye was originally from Legion. Storm Spirit's picked up on Nymphora. Portal Key was finished by Luna, so he has Portal Key Sheep. That's always a good combo. Maybe catch somebody off guard with the Portal Key. Mongors are up in a minute, and I would not be surprised if we see both teams just immediately do their Kongors. Let's talk about the buffs. We got damage on Kraken, move speed, stats, damage. That makes sense, I think, everywhere. Probably move speed on Corrupted, damage, movement speed, and movement speed. I think everything makes sense. Maybe Nymph could have taken stats, but hey, it's movement speed. Everyone likes to be fast. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, ah, Nymph should have took stats. Nah, it doesn't matter what Nymph takes. It's fine. He could even take damage if he wanted to. He's got spells. Nah, but really. Everyone took pretty much what I expected them to. Zephyr goes for a sheep stick. He's thinking about maybe not showing his sheep stick. I think that's in case he gets power throwed here by Aluna when they try to take the Kongor. Aluna's got snipe up in 1 second. We'll see if Dutch's gonna go for it. Alright, there's the first power throw. There's 2. I think there's no way he steals it because the spell doesn't last long enough. Oh, they're taking a little bit longer. Dude went for the steal, it looks like. That would have been pretty cool if he got the steal on Moira, but not gonna happen. So both teams do their Kongors, Mex being a master last hitter. Last hits the Kongor. Zephyr's gonna pick up his sheep again. We got Veiled Rots on Kraken and Zephyr. They're gonna try to catch somebody with a sheep stick. I think the sheep stick is okay. I think they need it for a pickoff. Oh, Corrupted. He's gonna shroud here. Oh man. The shroud timing. I mean, that was an illusion, of course, but Deadwood being very patient here at the base, waiting for somebody to defend. Doghouse is playing pretty close together. They're really fearing the Nymph port, it feels like. You can't really see it as a spectator, but when you're a player, you're like, oh man, they have Nymphora. We're like, oh shoot, we can't split up and farm. See how Bubbles just nukes out the wave and he's like, I'm getting the heck out of here before I get Hellflowered. I ain't letting nobody catch me. That's kind of the mindset of the players right now. As we see them all kind of sticking together. Riftwalker also has a sheep stick, by the way. They have 2 sheep sticks. And Bubbles, I think he's going for a Hellflower. He's got Arcana picked up. So Ozuf wants to disable now. We don't really see people buy staff on bubbles anymore. I'm almost a little sad by that. Changes the snap to superior magic too, which is kind of nice. Both teams just trying to find that opportunity. They're more or less doing the same thing, trying to get the pick off and staying relatively close together. Hellflower, Sheepstick, Sheepstick. Got a lot of late game items now as we're approaching 50 minutes here. Some ports back. Kraken maybe gonna get jumped here. There's the Shrunken Head, gonna be used. He has a buyback. There's the release of Kraken, locking down the Drunken Master. Kraken's gonna die. He's gonna use the buyback immediately. He doesn't have a Shrunken Head or release the Kraken when he comes back. Here comes a nice heal stun from Mex. And we have Deadwood currently in the middle of the fight. He is gonna fall here. It was a 1-for-1, but a buyback. Last buyback being used by Kraken. They definitely want to catch more. As Moira is gonna stun up the Nymphora. That's funny. He was actually AFK in the tree so long. I gotta say, I think that fight favors Big Ego Crew because they got the last buyback out of Kraken. And now Kraken has a very big target. Oh, what we got going on down here? The fight's not over yet. Zephyr and Moira. They're actually playing this really aggressively, and that's because they got the team support coming. Zephyr trying to get the Sheepstick off. There's the Sheepstick on the Drunken Master, but it wears off very quickly. He had max drink charges. He gets mana sundered. That debuff is also going to wear off. Man, this hero is just ridiculous. He's jumping around. He's thinking about maybe going back in. He gets Hellflowered. Hellflower's going to wear off. There's the Shrunken Head. He's going to go for the TP. Oh my freaking god. That is just disgusting. Sure can. You gotta take a shower, man. You are filthy. Oh my god, he escapes a Sheepstick, a Hellflower. Throw the kitchen sink at the man while you're at it too. Jesus. What an escape coming in from him on the Drunken Master. That was just crazy to watch. That was like almost the entirety, other than the wormhole being used there. Sheepstick comes in here on the Drunken. It wears off. Doesn't have a Shrunken. He uses the barrier idol. Moira's in some trouble. She's got the Void. It looks like she already used it. There's a stun from the Kraken. They take down the Deadwood. He did not get his Shrunken Head off this fight. And Kraken, his Shrunken's wearing off pretty soon. He gets doinked in the air by Drunken Master. It's a double tap coming in for Corrupted Disciple. Where is he? He's off in the he's in the midst of the fight actually. He gets locked down in the release of the Kraken. And he's going to pick up a hat trick. He takes out the bubbles. Zephyr is trying to get a counter kill here. Off to the side on the Drunken Master. The Sheepstick. Oh, they're finally going to bring down the Drunken Master. Meanwhile, off to the side, it's a quad kill coming in for Huge Souls. He takes out the Kraken. No buyback on him. And the only one alive is Fa on the Zephyr. Meanwhile, this is going on. There's some split push from the Illusions of Corrupted. And Zephyr's going to be forced to defend that. But a big fight coming in from Big Ego Crew. Only Nymph and Corrupted survive. But look at these Raxus. They are very low. And it looks like they're not looking to do a Nymph TP anywhere to maybe push that top lane perhaps. But a pretty big fight for them as Corrupted. 8,000 gold in the bank. He can buy an item and comfortably have a buyback. There is the Shroud picked up on Zephyr. He's gonna buy out all his gold here. He sells the Helm of the Black Legion, I believe. Oh no, it was a full Conjuro actually. That's a big item pickup. I know he's still not pumping out the most damage, but he's got a lot of attack speed. He's got 2 attacks per second. There's the Wingbow on the Corrupted. So this was actually quite a good time to buy the Wingbow. We have an import coming in. No, that can bring... Why is Dutch not going? That can bring 4 people actually. He didn't want to go in the Nymph TP. He buys out a Symbol of Rage as well. Man, that's a Wingbow and a Symbol pickup. So he did go for the item route I figured he would. And he's going to have no buyback. They're going to maybe catch the courier. Oh no, they lost vision and it does get the shield off in time. Oh, but Deadwood blinks right on top of it. Boom, there goes the courier. We'll see if Doghouse looks to take a fight here. Luna's currently not in the area, nor is Drunken Master. They're going to go in with the Shapestick here on the Deadwood. There's the Storm Spirit coming in from Mex, and he does get the Shrunken off. There's the punch on the Zephyr, but they do bring down the Deadwood, and it looks like they're going to be in full retreat here, pending that death on the Deadwood. Kraken picks up a plate mail. What is he buying? Is he buying a Frostfield plate? They already have a demonic. It's got to be a Frostfield plate. Looks like Snooky's valuing the armor. Bottom lane, Aluna do some counter pushes. Picks up a Staff of the Master, which I believe it makes this last 20 seconds instead of 10. And increases the bounce on his stun to 3. Drunken's currently invis here in the bottom lane. Oh man, it's so tempting for Shortcan. He's so tempted. He's like, man, I want to punch this guy in the air, but he's got a void and a sheep. They're trying to find the Aluna. It's being so pesky. Drunken's like, guys, I'm in their base. He's gonna open here. He knows that they're doing their Kongor. Meanwhile, CD is currently soloing the Kongor. Feel the burn. He's hitting for 330. 2 attacks per second. Drunken, is he just gonna get the Rex? Oh my god. He gets the Rexes. Holy cow. They even had to stop the Kongor. Did they not have TPs up? He's gonna get sheeped here and hit with a Typhoon, but he's just gonna walk away with his Shrunken. Meanwhile, they did their own Kongor. And Corrupted, I believe, is Nymph. Or not Nymph porting, he's post-hasting somewhere. Takes the Illusion rune there. Kraken is currently Veiled Rotted. Oh, this Veiled Rot's gonna break. There's the Sheepstick. Nice Tsunami charge in to release the Kraken. Huge charge coming in from Snooky. Picks up 2 as Riftwalker gets the 1 kill there on the Nymph. But meanwhile, this is going on. Shortcan's hitting the base. He's like, yo, if you're going to kill my team, I'm going to do some damage to your buildings. There's the Arcane Vortex. Bird gets in. There's the Sheepstick. I don't know how many charges. He's got 13 charges on the drink currently. I think he's going to die here. He's going to lunge or stagger. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Corrupted gets a kill there on the Moira. Oh man, is Drunken gonna make the escape? Gets the team support from Nymphora. There's a Sheepstick on the Zephyr as well. CD actually ports up here. Could have maybe went for the bot Rex. It might have been a little greedy, but he joins his team up here. There's a Sheepstick from Zephyr on the Corrupted. A big Shrunken though, he's gonna avoid the charge. And Snooky, he might have just... Oh, is he gonna survive this? He is gonna survive. The Frostfield armor kicking in. Gonna keep him alive. He did not have a buyback. But he's gonna be just fine. Stun from Moira hits on the Aluna. There's the Mana Sunder, but she's already hasted from the Deja Vu. Sheepstick comes in onto both the Moira and the Corrupted. He's got no symbol when he comes out of this. He's gonna try to heal. With the auto attacks, it's not gonna work. He's gonna go down. He has a buyback with a post haste up in 5 seconds. As Nymph, he does buyback. He's porting in the Deadwood and the Corrupted. They're gonna take out the Zephyr with just the Drunken Master and the Aluna and Kraken. He's Veiled Rotted here, but he cannot go in. Is Riftwalker spotted? Oh, I think he got spotted. There's the slow from Corrupted. Oh, Kraken is in some trouble. He might have to use his release the Kraken here. Oh, Tsunami charged into the building! Oh no, he's gonna fall. That might do it actually. There's no buybacks on anybody from the Doghouse. And I think there's the GGs are called, and game number 1 is gonna go to Big Ego Crew here. We almost hit the 1 hour mark, but man, what a game number 1 coming out here for this series. And man, that was an exciting game. Big Ego Crew's gonna take this one here with the 16,000 gold. And the experience was almost identical even toward the end here, 1 hour into the game. What a game number 1. That's gonna do it here for the cast. And make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the series coming up to follow this one.